I'm not even sure how to start this or what to say, you know? There's just so much I am like, it's just going through my mind. It's like a loop. You just kind of have to keep it in though, because there's no point if you voice it or just even try to describe it truthfully. But as for this moment, I just feel like my only wish or just desire right now is to just simply disappear forever. You know, and I know it's a very big word or phrase. It's not always, that simple to define it as what you may think it means, but it's so tiring, it's so exhausting, constantly just being here every day. It's really hard to even describe what that even means or feels like, but I may have had an emotion or feeling before, but now it's just purely emotionally numb. Just feeling so much to the point where it's like, I don't know, disappearing is your only way to, I don't know, just escape from a lot of, you know, not just from the world or people or things, but your own consciousness, honestly. Which sucks because it's like the more self aware you are of all of it, it's just that more painful because you have to sit with yourself. You have to live with yourself every single day. Actually, yes, every single second of every minute, of every hour, of every day, every week, every month, every year. It's just dragging and dragging, and it's like, what's really the point? It's like, I know this comes from my deep seated pessimism and my cynical view of the world and things. But even so, I don't, I, God, it sucks too because it's like I don't even want to talk about this on here. Really don't. But it's a lot of things, you know? And it's like one of the bigger things I've realized too is that when you're so attuned to people's like emotions and when you're so attuned to people's emotions and their lives and you feel so much for them, but too much to the point where it's like it affects you in what they do or say, even if it's not targeting you, of course. It's nothing to do with you. They're not trying to hurt you, but it's still really painful for the recipient, for them to process that and to deal with that. It's a lot for the overthinker, for the deep empaths, the ones who care and give too much. It's just so tiring, you know? It's so tiring. And even if it may not seem that, you know, bad and I'm like causing all this for myself, regardless, that's what makes it worse too, is just being conscious of everything that's going on too. You actively know you're this way and aware of it, but then you end up projecting it onto others, and then it's like, you know, you want so much, or there's only so much you can do or say. You can't make people, can't change or control people, you know? And that's not even my goal, obviously. It's never my intention. But even so, it makes me feel so like it's just, I don't even know. It's such a weird feeling. It's like emptiness and alone. It's like it's like you just I don't even I don't really know. Just sometimes when you try to be positive and optimistic and you know, there are times where it's good, where it's, you know, positive moments, but it's like for the times you just want to give up, they stand out so much more because it's like you're like what's the point, right? You know, what is I don't even know. I'm trying to think and it's like why it's just what's the point, you know? Because I always just end up wanting to disappear anyways. You know, there's so many versions or so many definitions what that means, but you know, it's like I know this is not even a good appropriate topic to even talk about, but it's like or a very sensitive topic actually. But it's like you can be I don't know what it is. You can have everything. You can look okay. You can have people around you. Yet you still have nothing. Or you still feel like nothing or you feel like you have nothing. And it's just yeah, I don't know. I just really want to that's just how I'm feeling at this moment at least. It's just like, you know, and no matter how hard you try for yourself, for people, for whatever, it's just like, what's the. It's like, for what, right? It's like silly to think about, really. Just to expect them to reciprocate or to feel the same or to show you they care or whatever. Like, it's just so. You know, that's just not how the world works, you know? Just because you do stuff or go out of your way for people, you know, it doesn't even matter. It's not even about expecting in return. But it's just like you're so exhausted from always being there and doing things, neglecting yourself at times, but you're just like just leaves you. And that's just from that, not including the overthinking part. Because that's just something, a whole nother level of. It just drains you even more. So at that point, you just wake up every day doing what you do still, but nothing nothing means anything anymore. It's like you try to stop caring because you're sick of feeling too much and you're sick of being too attached. And that's just too painful. But then that also is but at the same time you want to care. You find yourself slipping into caring too much and worrying and clinging to where you can just never let go. And once you realize that again, it's just like a vicious circle. Keeps looping around and around, and it's just such a exhausting. It really mentally and physically drains you. It's like no matter like what is even yeah, that's what I have to say for now, but it's just something I have to it's almost like the only way I can even get through things on a daily is just by becoming completely and utterly emotionally numb and cold. Just to the point where, like, nothing anyone says or does, even if you know them, even if you have a relationship with them, not letting anything they say or do bother you. No matter how much it tears you on the inside, it's just like you don't have a choice. You really don't. You voice things, it doesn't matter. You keep it in, it doesn't matter. It simply all doesn't matter. So, but yeah, that is where I'll end for now. My brain really is just scrambled at this point. Can't even think, or it's a complete blank. So, apologies for the more dark side of this content today, but I just had to kind of, you know, don't even have the energy to to form tears. So I'm just there, yeah. But yeah, that's all for now, guys. I will see you next time. Thank you for being here. Bye.